Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to What's the 504. I am your host, Christy B. Thank you for checking out my channel again. So I'm just here today to talk about this cruise ship that is stuck in the middle of the ocean apparently, that has been trying to dock for a while now, and everyone keeps turning this ship away. So this is that Passengers Abroad cruise ship. What am I talking about? Passengers aboard cruise ship plagued by coronavirus outbreak hope to dock in South Florida. So, according to Channel 12 News in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, more than 1,800 people are currently stranded on board a cruise ship plagued by a coronavirus outbreak. According to Orlando Ashford, the president of Holland America Cruise Line, the Laandam, is heading towards South Florida after a challenging few weeks at sea. The ship set sail from Buenos Aires on March 7th. The original plan was to dock in Chile 2 weeks later, but a serious outbreak of COVID-19 changed those plans. Now passengers have been on board for over 3 weeks with no apparent end in sight. The ship is reporting over 150 people are sick with flu-like symptoms, 4 have died, and 2 have tested positive for COVID-19. But passengers on board say there aren't many tests available, which is not surprising. How there aren't many tests available on land, so not a big shock there. I had a fever for one day, Joe Gonzalez said. I've been asking for a test, but they refuted that because I'm not critically ill. Joe, have you not already heard that you have to be on your deathbed to get a test? And then you might possibly live long enough to find out if you got a positive before they're really going to try to treat you or possibly, hook you up with one of those clinical trials. In case you haven't heard, you have to be practically about to croak before you can get a test. Unless you're a celebrity, right? Or on a basketball team. Then you can just have a test just because you fucking feel like having a test. So, says Joe and his new wife, Yadira Garza, boarded the Laandam on their honeymoon trip. It was Gonzalez's first cruise, and the couple says it will likely be their last. Well, I can't blame you that, baby. If you get stuck on a cruise for 3 weeks with a bunch of sick folk, yeah, that'd probably be my last cruise, too. At least for a long-ass motherfucking time. This has been the worst honeymoon ever, Garza said. Yeah, I can imagine. The couple has been in total quarantine, unable to leave their room for fresh air since March 22nd. Damn, that's what's the day? The 30th? Damn, it's for 8 days. They have not been able to leave that small ass room on that ship. Because we know how small those rooms are on those cruise ships, right? So, what am I talking about? I've never been on a cruise, but I see pictures, so I'm saying. We're just trying to get home and we need a hand to do so. I mean, we can't just stay in the ocean forever. The couple was hoping they could at least leave the Laandam last week when another ship, the Rotterdam, what come on with these names? The Rotterdam? Can they get damn out of there? Okay, let me keep going. Came to rescue healthy passengers, but when Gonzalez came down with a fever, the couple were told they had to stay put. Now they are both feeling healthy, but with no end date in sight, they are beginning to feel a bit like sitting ducks. Dang, that's a very depressing picture, too. Oh, my God. It's all gloomy in there. What the hell? Look how... Let me show y'all this. Can y'all see that, or is it too bright? Let's see what the lighting does. That shit is... Well, I don't know. It's not... There. Okay, there we go. There we go. We got a little bit there. It's a little too bright, though. But that shit look gloomy as hell. Some dark ass. Oh Lord. That does not look exciting at all. Anyway, so it also says we're very afraid. We don't know if we have COVID, Gonzalez said, and we're in the same boat where persons with COVID are in this case. We're all together, all right next to each other. The president of the cruise line says they are now heading east to Florida through the Panama Canal. This has been a major improvement for passengers trapped on board since numerous South American ports refused to let them dock since last week. The couple is hoping that things go smoother in Fort Lauderdale. We're not trying to get anyone infected. We're not trying to take anything away from you. We are just trying to get home, Garza said. It doesn't matter where we come from. We're all people. We're all world members. World members. That's interesting. Why should we not be able to have medical assistance or food or the right to go back home? It's not human. Food. So you trying to tell me you stranded on this ship and you're not eating? I find that hard to believe. Well, what are you talking about? And if you don't have medical assistance, then how did they test to even know who has the coronavirus? That's kind of crazy. Well, I would definitely say that must be a very messed up and aggravating position to be in because that picture right there that they showed of you guys with them dry ass drapes and that little dim sun coming through there looks very dry. And y'all been stuck in that position for 8 days now and y'all can't even leave the room. That's very depressing. Well, I guess I'll tell you this though. If y'all could withstand each other for them 8 days in that small room and not rip each other's teeth out, then you guys were meant to be. So that's a great thing to say that, your relationship will stand the test of time if you guys have gotten through that and you're still together and I'd say that's pretty good. So a lot of couples could not no, a lot of couples cannot take that. Even in a house, hell, but like a small ass, cramped ass, like dorm size type room situation on a ship in the middle of the goddamn water, and all you have is a window to look out of. You can't even leave the room. Yeah, you really find out who you can and can't tolerate. Then I tell you that much. Cause yeah. Anyway, well, I hope that they figure out what the hell is going on. I hope they figure out, who's going to actually let them dock so they can let these people off and get back to their homes at least and get out of that tight, cramped situation. I mean, who the hell wants to be around a bunch of goddamn people hackling and sneezing and fevers and all this kind of other stuff? Like, you already wasn't feeling good. This was supposed to be like something positive, and now there's a lot of sick people on board, and you all are just like stuck. You know what I mean? Like, that must be pretty frustrating because then you don't really have any answers. Every time, the ship tries to dock and let people off, they're being blocked and told, no, you can't dock here. So I can't even imagine what that must feel like, you know. And then you can't even enjoy the amenities that you paid for because you're in the room sick. So that like really sucks. That really sucks, you guys. So I really hope they let you guys dock and you guys can get off or whatever because this whole COVID-19 coronavirus, I think, just has everybody on edge. Well, at least the people that think it's real at this point. So you have a lot of people that still don't take it seriously. But I don't know, you guys. It's quite depressing. So anyway, that's all I wanted to touch on today, at least for this video. I will be coming back with a Tiger King review, you guys. So stay tuned for that. I am so excited to be doing that. This shit is so hilarious. Oh my God. My cousin told me, hey, you really need to watch this. And I've been seeing it pull up on my Netflix or whatever. And I read like the little summary. But I said, I'm going to come back to this or whatever. And she, messaged me, was like, you really need to watch this. But I'm like, I finally watched it and I said, you know what? I have concluded that everybody on this show is crazy. Batshit. Okay? They're all crazy. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. This stuff is unreal. You got a man that has no legs. You got the Tiger King himself with his erratic life, and he's married to two people. And then you have the Carol lady whose millionaire husband went missing in like 1997, and everybody pretty much knows she did it. I don't know why the cops have been lazy. They need to jump on that. Like in real time, like right now, had this happened, this man went missing with all of the stuff that was stated. They dedicated like one full episode to this story behind this Carol lady and her missing husband. When you hear all the stuff that took place, if that had happened today, that lady will already be arrested, okay, without a body. So I'm gonna touch on that though in the next couple of days. I'm gonna try to get a video together for you guys for that. So anyway, you guys have a good night. Again, thank you for checking out What's the 504. I am a new channel. I don't really have a posting schedule as of yet, but I do try to post at least 2 to 3 times a week. I do celebrity gossip as well, but lately I have not been doing that because I feel like this COVID-19. There's so many important things that are going on with that, and with people not getting the treatment and the testing. And my previous video was a 17-year-old who was denied any type of treatment at an urgent care facility, even though he was in a dire situation. He ended up dying. That like within 6 hours or so, they had to resuscitate him. It was just pretty tragic, and yeah, that really made me mad. So anyway, you guys have a good night, and thank you again for checking out What's the 504. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, click the notifications bell so you can get a new video every time I upload. All right.